Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about what's in the bag. Be right back with you. So welcome back everybody. This bag right here is not what you think it is. When I was working at before, people would see me walking around with this bag in my hand. It looked like a little handbag. It was quite funny because it's quite small, quite petite, you know. It is a bag that was made by, I can't remember who made it because there's nothing written on it. There's nothing in it right now because you'll see why. But it was basically an ammunition bag to put these little boxes of ammo inside of it. And it's a zipper top, very simple bag right here, and made by G-Code actually. And there you go. I'd gotten this right here when I was working earlier, several years ago. And I like this bag right here. And it has a big Velcro patch on so you can put what kind of ammunition's on it or whatever. But I don't put anything in it. And it's multicam. It is what it is. But I got this bag and I did keep ammo in it for a while. And then I realized that I didn't need it for that. And when I started working where I was working at before, well, I'd already changed it over to what I was using it for. And I needed a bag to carry items in it that I needed for work. So people would see me walking around with a bag in my hand, look a little cute, you know, a little funny, you know, like a little handbag. But what I keep in it is a toolkit. And it's a toolkit it's a small toolkit I keep in it. I'm going to bring it over here and show it to you here in a second. And it's one I put together. It's not super extensive. It's not super elaborate. It's not completely complete, but it's some items that I needed for my former job. And I also keep this bag in my car or in my truck. I have some other tools in my truck that are larger, but this right here is one I can keep in there and I can pull it out when I need it, or I can bring it upstairs if I were to need something out of it, you know, to my apartment. And I keep some stuff in there for just a lot of general use, from electrical to you know, whatever I need. And I'll show you what it is. But anyway, nothing crazy, but it's a little toolkit, and it's something I recommend. Now, when I first left home, my father, well, actually, when I first got my first car, my father went out to his garage and he went through all this stuff and got all the necessary small things that a young man would need for a toolbox. And he got himself, he had a lot of these U.S. Army ammo cans, actually. And because he was in the military and he had a lot of those laying around, he used them and he grabbed one up, cleaned it out really well, put in some basic tools in it, probably filled it up 3/4, and that sat in behind the seat of my first pickup truck. And then that sat in the rear area of my my Isuzu Trooper 2 when I was stationed at Fort Bragg. And then it came over here to Europe and it sat in all the other vehicles I've had. And I still have that toolkit today. Now, this toolkit has been moved around. I keep it in my car still, okay? And it's been changed around, but it's mostly for situations for the car. It's not necessarily for other use, so I keep it in the car, okay? And there's something that my father he put together for me, and I suggested if you're a dad and you got a daughter or a son, and they get that first car, put a toolkit together and show them how to use the tools and what they're for. A toolkit that's set up for their car, okay? And I have it now. I have a toolkit in my truck, and inside that I have all of the wrenches, most metric and inch, that can take off anything that's in my vehicle I need to or need to fix, and I have other stuff like that. But this kit right here is more like a work kit that I carry around with me, and it for like little handyman stuff. Now, it's not, like I said, it's not completely complete, and I have a big toolkit here at home also, so I don't necessarily need this at all times, but it's something that I carry around with me just in case, because you never know when you're going to need it. And I needed it for work because where I worked at previously, there were no tools. And so I had to had the tools myself, and I was constantly putting together things, taking things apart, and mounting and dismounting electrics, this kind of stuff. So I had a kit that sort of helped me to do all that. And I want to go through this kit with you today. Now, the first thing I have here is this little hammer. Now, this hammer here, it doesn't fit in the till kit. So what I do is I keep it outside of it and very close to it. So it's a hammer. It's a pretty standard hammer for work. You know, it's not a claw hammer, something like that. But it's something that I can carry with me. And it's a little bit too long to go into the kit, but it's fine the way it is. So this is sort of one of those things that I sort of, when I carry the kit in, this is sort of sitting in my hand also, and then I can sort of set it down. So here's the hammer. And it's going to go over here because I'm not going to put that inside the kit. But what I do have in here for electrics is I have one of these meters right here that can tell me, it's a voltmeter. It can tell me everything I need to know, you know, what I need if I'm checking lines to see if they're hot and this kind of stuff. And a real quick story is that this Friday I was here at home, and my television, everything just sort of went out, blinked out. And the lights still worked, all the other rooms worked, but all the electrical plugs that were in the walls, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in my living room that stopped working. So sadly had to call an electrician because I'm not allowed to work on these kind of things here at home. And I couldn't figure out what it was. I checked all the panels, all the fuses, kind of like that, and nothing, you know. Well, turned out it was one of the plugs that had burned out, and luckily they caught it. But he quickly, you know, exchanged it. Everything working perfect again. But anyway, I carry this right here with me, and it goes inside my bag. And I'm gonna put this stuff inside the bag as we go along here, so that you can get an idea also. Okay, but I stick it inside the bag. It fits in there very neatly here in the bottom, and it's all good. Something else I carry on me is I carry some basic small tools, like a Phillips head screwdriver is a large one. I have a small one right here. I have a flathead screwdriver. I have a wrench here that I can you know, use. I have a wire cutter here, and then I have another pair of pliers here with a wire cutter also on it. And I carry all these items on me also, and they go inside here. Now, I'm sure I'm missing something, and I appreciate it if I was missing something. That's very important that if you knew about it and you saw it, please let me know, okay? I also carry a small mini roll of garbage bags because you never know when you're going to need that. And I have a measuring tape also. And this one here is 5 meters, okay? So that's about 25 feet. This goes inside there, along with a scraping, oopla, almost getting part on me here. It's a setup for you know, with a blade on it right here, scraping, stuff like that. And so I carry this right here also with me, and it goes inside. It goes in the bag because it's strange enough, you actually need these from time to time. I can never find one. And then I also carry a little small roll of electrical tape on me. And I have a small mini toolkit. It's a 32-piece a toolkit right here. And what it is basically a small little wrench and a lot of little fittings that go on the end of them, okay? And these are small. These are quite micro size here. And I got this right here because I needed it every day where I worked at before, taking apart electrical plugs, this kind of stuff, and taking apart lighting and stuff like that. And this thing came in handy. I used it every day while I worked there, and it really did great. And I love this little toolkit right here. It's all these little screwdrivers in different sizes. It's got your hex. It's got your crosshair. You know, all the Phillips. It's got all of the different little bits on there. Micro. They're quite small. Okay. So I carry this right here in there. Something else I carry with me at all times is a pair of work gloves. So these right here are my favorite ones. They're getting old now, but they work fantastic, and I definitely suggest you get a pair. These right here also keep your hands a little bit warm also. They're not too bad, and they're fire resistant also, and cut resistant. These right here are. But they're very, very comfortable. These right here I've had for years. They've done a lot of work. They got leather palms on them, and I love these gloves right here. So these go inside the bag also. And you never, you know, if you have a problem with your car like that, It's good to have a pair of gloves, keep your hands from getting all damaged. I don't know how many times I've beat up my hands doing this kind of stuff. I also carry with me some little zip ties right here, different sizes, ones right here in different little bags. Those go inside there. And I have a lot of little small, I have little screws, different size ones and fittings. This comes out here with hooks. And I even have some warming. You put this over a wire, you heat it up, and this right here will melt around it. It will melt around it, it will form around it actually. And these right here are pretty good. You can cut these to length, whatever you need. They go inside here. Now I have an electrical kit also here for this kind of stuff, but I don't carry it around me because it's quite big, you know. And then I have a couple tubes of wood glue, and these are like basically once you've cut them, that's it. Okay, you have to use it, but they're pretty good. And I have a whole lot of these that I collected up from work. You won't believe how many these things we had, hundreds of them, and I collected a bunch of them. I keep a couple of tubes with me inside the bag also, and here it is. It's all in there. Now I'm sure I'm missing something because it's just impossible to think of everything. But it's all in there, and I would walk around with this bag in my hand if I needed it, okay? And there it was, okay? So that's it, that with the hammer. All right, that's my little toolkit I carried around, and it served me very well at work. Now, I adapt it all the time. I'd come up with different things that I need for it, but I'd definitely like to know what you carry, if you carry something, and what it is. I also have some other items that I will stick in there if I need it. Depends on what's going on, but I usually carry this kit right here. I like it because it's a soft kit. I can carry it in my hand. It's not an ammo can. The ammo can would bang around a whole lot, and it takes a lot more space in the car. This I can just about get up under the seat of my car in my truck, or get it behind the seat, and it's sort of snug right there, and it's not in someone's way. This kind of stuff, and there you go. So tell me what you got, or if you have something in for tools for your daily use or for your bag. I'm sure some of you do. I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment. What do you think I've got in there? What's wrong with it? How can I improve it? Because I want to improve it, okay? And this is what we all should be doing, seeking to improve, okay? And I do. I want to improve. So let me know what you think, and I really look forward to hearing from you. And I'd really appreciate if you give my video a thumbs up. If you liked it, I hope you do. Share it with your friends and your enemies. Subscribe to my channel, please. And leave a comment down below. I look forward to hearing from you. I hope you all have a pleasant weekend and wonderful week. And I'll talk to you very soon. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.